So there's a new asshole in town.
lying to all of his fans to try and scam them out of millions of dollars.
The Russian Sharmuta, the penthouse, the cars.
It's all based on a lie.
You see, the funniest thing about leveling up in life is this. The moment you start doing things other people can't imagine for themselves, they don't ask how you did it. Instead, they try to convince the world it isn't real. Recently, a couple YouTubers made some videos about me, Greg Doucette, and a couple others that needed a title and a thumbnail to stay relevant. They claim that I lie about my income, that I scam people, that my cars are rented, but that the entire thing is fake. And in this video, I'm gonna do something they never expected. I'm gonna show you the entire truth. Not only the real numbers, not only the real cars, but the business that makes me $700,000 every single month, and how I built it from absolutely nothing. I want you guys to feel where I'm coming from, so I'm gonna take this back to where it all started. 17-year-old Vince, high school dropout. No money, no status, no game plan, just a dream. I knew I was meant for more than traditional education and working a 9 to 5. And I can't explain this, but I had a desire to inspire with absolutely nothing to show. I mean, look at me, I look like a string bean, right? And guys, the truth is at this level, absolutely everybody loved me. I was relatable, I was safe, I was non-threatening. And guys, my first year in the gym, I started making real progress fast. And the truth is, this is when everything started to shift. The people that loved me when I was small, the second my physique started taking off, the envy kicked in. The love became hate. The support became jealousy. And I remember being so confused. I was like, guys, I'm the same kid that you guys were cheering for, telling to keep going. Where did I lose you guys, right? And the truth is, they want you to do good, but they don't want you to do better than them. I remember when the discrediting came in. That's not natural, which I was at the time. He didn't do it in that time frame. I remember losing my mind to show these people proof, to show them dates. And my mom told me, Vincent, no matter what you do, these people have decided that they're gonna dislike you. And that was almost a freeing statement, that I couldn't change everybody's mind. That's not even what this video is for. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here to give you another perspective. I'm here to tell you my real message, which is self-improvement and that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Now guys, I built a name for myself through my transformation, documented absolutely everything about the process. And I grew an audience purely based off hard work. Every single day for a year, I hit 4,000 to 5,000 calories. I remember force feeding until I was about to puke. I mean, sometimes I did puke, I'd wash off and I'd go back to force feeding. I'm training my ass off in the gym for them to just discredit. And I remember it being the most uncomfortable feeling. But on the flip side of the hate and the discrediting, there were people that were curious to learn. You know, they'd go, Vince, hey, what's the routine, bro? What do you eat in a day? What's the diet like? Can you give me tips? And at first I used to give this information away for free. I was like, this is awesome. And then I thought, why not charge for it? Right? I'm a high school dropout. I'm splitting Jack in the Box burgers with my brother. I'm on a mattress on his floor. And that was exactly what I did. I saw big figures online like David Lade selling PDFs. Greg Doucette had the cookbooks. I remember backtracking and thinking, how much money are these people making? What if I do something similar? And guys, this was when I dropped my first PDF. Nothing crazy, but for me at the time, this was life-changing, making thousands of dollars every single month. It was a symbol that it was even possible. After all the failed business models everybody told me to try, the day trading, the reselling, the drop shipping, after failing, trying for months, failing, trying for months, I remember this was like a light bulb moment of like, oh shit, now I know it's possible. My first $20 was more important to me than making 8 figures online. I want you to put that into perspective and understand that. We're gonna show numbers later in the video, but it was just a symbol of hope. And I wasn't just making money, guys, I was changing lives. All of these people you see here were friends, testimonials that joined the group. They had nothing but positive things to say, nothing but positive wins to show. And it was the most fulfilling feeling in the world, not just making money, but absolutely impacting lives. Seeing people that started in the exact same boat that I was in and guiding them through the transformational process of becoming their best selves. Now, guys, I didn't just take that money and blow it on designer or anything stupid. I took that money and I reinvested into mentors, because the truth is low ticket PDFs was only gonna get me so far. I was at 5,000 a month or so, but I took all the money I made at the time and I paid people who were ahead of me. I did something called cutting the check for speed. We have Andy Elliott right here, who I ended up paying later on $100,000 for his brotherhood. We have Mike Barron right here, I paid $50,000 to. for his inner circle to teach me about sales and systems. Brandon Carter was my first mentor. He introduced me to the online coaching game. Boniface taught me about funnels. But I worked hard to get where I'm at. I sacrificed everything to get the knowledge I have. And it's a reverse flip of exactly what happened with the gym. When I wanted to show these people a symbol of what's possible, when I wanted to uplift them in an aggressive brotherhood type of way, all they did was discredit. And guys, around this time I moved to Miami, got out of the fitness scene, and for reasons that I've explained on podcasts before, but I'll say here as well. I knew I was no longer natural. I knew that fitness, I didn't have the same passion for it or desire. And I wanted more. I liked helping people. I made 6 figures with online coaching and fitness program. And what really lit my eyes up was helping everybody else make 6 figures as well. And that was when I started 6 Figure Fitness, the group, the community, and the exact company that I run. And everything took off from there, guys. This is my first $100,000 a month. Everything changed when I stopped playing small. Now, this is nowhere near where I'm at now, but it's just a symbol of what's possible. I was that same kid, and I'll take you guys back. Skinny, loser, high school dropout, who just wanted to prove to himself what was possible. And I hope this video clears the air and does that for you guys. So the first rumor is that he fakes his lifestyle. Now guys, apparently I've been pretending to be rich for more than 3 years now. But they made these claims that I said I bought where I live and I actually pay rent. And I thought that's funny because I've made multiple videos explaining why I actually rent as opposed to owning. So they didn't expose anything. They invented something to expose. Here in this video, you can see August 8th of me explaining the strategic advantages. So if you're so rich, why do you rent where you live? That's actually an amazing question. Now, could I buy this penthouse? Absolutely, I've been offered multiple times. But if you were Vincent Fisher and you could have $2 million or put it into a place you already live, why not just have the $2 million? Why not just pay $10K? The American dream you guys once were taught is dead. I watched my mom and dad work their entire lives. Mom bought land, dad built a house, 2008 wiped them out. And I told myself nothing like that's gonna ever happen to me or my family again. And the only time I do buy real estate, it's not gonna be in the US, and it's gonna be commercial. I'm not buying any small shit. For example, I can get better returns on my cash too. Like our ad spend does 5 to 7x right now. A much better, investment of a $2 million fund is to put it into ads and multiply like a vending machine. Why would I buy a house? It's stupid. Right, when you pay rent, you're not tied down to a mortgage or a singular location. There's tax benefits and a bunch of other things that come with it when you're making over $500,000 a month. Now, they've offered me multiple times to actually buy the place. And I thought, it doesn't make sense because I'd put a hefty down payment, I'd have more in monthly payments because the HOA fees and taxes. So I'd rather be strategic, right? Now, they need to make these dramatic contradictions and claims because, let's be honest, the truth doesn't get views. Now boys, you bought a lot of cars when you have to make a list or you're gonna forget some, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars that I bought in the last 3 years alone. We'll start off the top. First car that I bought was a BMW i8. Bought this car cash for $75,000 from a dealership called Geared Arizona. Kind of like a first get a money car after I made my first 6 figures with fitness programs. Then we got the AMG here. I got this with a friend. The original plan was to rent this out on Turo and other platforms. So we financed this. Now, I don't know what ended up happening with that car, but after around 6 months or so, I sold both of these, moved to Miami. The first car I got while I was out here was a Rolls-Royce Dawn. Absolutely classy car, white on white, drop top, was enjoying the city, and I started hearing Lambos. I started hearing popping, screams, noise, and that was when I got a Huracan Evo a few months later. Now, both these cars I bought cash. One of them was from a dealership called TXT Charlie. The Evo I bought from Lamborghini Broward. After that, we got the Ferrari SF90 and the Rolls-Royce Phantom. Now, I actually took the last 2 cars and used those as down payments to upgrade. So these ones were actually financed under like a lease structure. You still own the car though. And then the SF90 was absolutely tanking, losing value. Traded that in for an SVJ. Super fun car, loud. You guys know the Gentani exhaust, the screams. Ended up buying my girl a Urus for around $200,000. And then after that, I upgraded the SVJ to the Scion, the official hypercar. Now guys, when we talk about a $3.5 million hypercar like a Lamborghini Scion FKP37, which there's only 63 of these to ever exist, it's a collector car. So the miles need to be kept low. This car has 350 or so odd miles. Now, there's no rental place in the world that would rent out a car like this because they'd lose more in depreciation than whatever daily rental fee they could charge. And let's be honest, if I were to rent this car daily, it'd be generously, I'd say 10K a day. If we take 10K a day times 30 days, that means I'd be paying $300,000 a month in payments for this car alone, which I'm rich, but I'm not that fucking rich. And we have the six-figure fitness plate right here, which is an extra added addition that you can't do to a rental. Now, the Phantom. I've had this car for a year and a half now. This was black and gray factory two-tone. I wrapped it white, which guys, can't wrap a rental as well. Now, Urus right here. Camera might not be able to pick it up. There's a super shiny diamond pink wrap on it. My girl's Instagram logo is up above. Don't steal my girl. You know what I'm saying? But listen, guys, I think it was Floyd Mayweather that said it. You either hate it or you're motivated. Now we're gonna talk about the actual business model that allowed me to afford this lifestyle. Let's get it.
I would say it's possible, maybe, that he's making 10% of what he claims. He's claiming $600,000 to $800,000 a month. I believe he could be making 60 to 80, which is fantastic. But why do we lie?
So the next rumor they've made up an attempt to destroy my reputation is that I lie about my income to my followers to make more money. And I thought there's a saying for that. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So I got the green light from my accountant. We're gonna be going through 6 months of revenue from this year of my consulting business and make sure they align with what I say. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here. Now, I want you guys to understand this revenue is my own personal revenue. It doesn't include partnerships, it doesn't include affiliates, so it's a little bit more than this, but let's make sure the numbers line up. April, we have around $500,000, which to be honest, is a little bit of a slow month. WAP, we have 260,000. Now, I put a screenshot here. You guys have to bear with me on the other processors. We'll be going into them because WAP did shut me down and lock me out of my account. But WAP, you see it right here, 360. I know it says 260. The other 100 is next month. It has May down here. But Fanbases has 162,000. So we'll go from April 1st to April 30th and make sure that lines up. 162,000, awesome. May, we have 567,000, a little bit better. Fanbases, we have 432,000. Let's make sure that lines up as well. So May, cool, boom. May 1st to May 31st, awesome, 432,000. It does line up. Now WAP, that 99,000 is from last month. Guys, these Apple Pay ones, Zelle, like Apple Pay 10K. We don't have time to be looking through 10K. We make too much money. Anyways, June. June is $791,000. Now, Fanbases has 574,000 in it. Let's make sure that lines up. We'll go to June 30th, and then we'll go to the 1st. Looks like it does 574,000, solid month. Ease is another processing company we use. I'm not gonna show that because it actually has people's names. And I don't want to air anybody's info out or anything like that, but you guys have to bear with me on that one. July, we have 621,000. So let's make sure July actually adds up. So July 31st, and then we'll go to July 1st. Awesome. 396,000. Is that what Fanbases says? Yes, it is. Easy Pay Direct, we have 90,000. July 14th, July 20th, that's 90,000 right there. We'll go to August, 660,000. Now, Fanbase is 624,000. Let's make sure those numbers line up. Boom, 31st, and then we'll go to the 1st. Awesome, 624, looks like it does. And then we have Ease, Wires, Cash, etc. September, 494,000. Fanbase is 397,000. Let's make sure that lines up. Let's go to the next month. Awesome, boom, September. 397,000, looks like it lines up. You have Cash deal that I closed, Wires, Easy Pay Direct, 33.5. Let's make sure that lines up. 19, 10, 29, 33. Looks like it does line up. Now guys, there's not much you can say when you're blatantly shown numbers like that, but the way these haters are, I'm sure they'll have another cope. Now, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And that brings me to rumor number 3, that I scam the people that pay me. And I thought that's interesting because the one thing they tend to ignore is the sheer amount of client wins that I have inside my community. The Instagram story highlights filled with people killing it. The news stories I post every single day. The landing page wins inside the Discord. And we're going to check out some of the people that I scammed inside the Six Figure Fitness community. Let's go ahead and break it down. Now, I'm going to pull up my landing page here first. We're going to do a refresh. And we're going to go to some of the newer recent people A lot of wins, guys, my bad. That I scammed, right? So Luis and Veronica are the first people that I scammed. I told them they make $10,000 a month. They collected $20,000 a month.
So we're here to talk about what it's been like being in Six-Figure Fitness and working with Vince and Sai.
Life-changing.
Yeah, absolutely life-changing. Our first month inside Six-Figure Fitness, it was just a learning process. And then by month 2, we were already making 10K a month.
Yeah, we had joined midway through August. Those first 2 weeks was just absorbing the information, implementing everything that they're telling you. Everything is very structured, specific, you know exactly what to do on a day in and day out basis. And then the following month, which was September, combined, we got to 20K.
Yeah.
Now guys, scam victim number 2 is Sai. I told him he'd make $10,000 a month. He made $11,000 a month. Let's see what he has to say.
I want to give a big shout out to my guy, Vincent Fisher. Joined the program in November of 2024, went to the mastermind in December of 2024, which was wild dope. I mean, scenery was crazy, gyms was crazy, information, the people, the community was crazy. Coming into that new year of 2025, I'm talking about something. I went head on, had my first 5-figure month going into January, and then in February, hit 11K in that month. And I mean, ever since then, I've just been compounded.
So Sai's absolutely killing it. Now, next scam victim, guys, it's actually crazy how many people fall for scams these days. Now, guys, all jokes. Anyways, Luis, I told him he'd make $10,000 a month. He hits 10K days now. Let's hear what he has to say.
About the $2.5 million home sitting in the back, and it wouldn't be possible without a fitness business. My fitness business has changed my whole life, and I want to take this moment to give a quick shout out to Vincent Fisher, who helped me get to the next level. Now, I was already doing coaching and I was doing pretty well for myself, but I was working myself to the grave, not realizing that if I really wanted to get to the next level, I really did have to invest into people that were doing the stuff that I want to do.
Now, guys, I'm not going to watch through all these, but you get the point. We have people absolutely killing it. More wins than I can even keep track of. And like, guys, these are real people too. I'm not showing you guys robots. If we look up Luis and Veronica, you know, they're killing it with fitness coach. And let's see what they got here. Boom. Luis had 1,000 followers when he joined, like 2 months ago. Showed him how to go viral, showed him how to structure his content, showed him how to get sales. His girlfriend, Veronica, is absolutely killing it as well. Veronica as well. You know, all these people, guys, I actually advise you look them up. We have Luis as well. Let's break down Luis, who's absolutely killing it too. Other Luis, you know, he's absolutely crushing it. 3,000 fitness transformations. He's blowing up. But guys, you know, my goal here isn't to plaster you with wins, but you can check them out on the landing page, sixfigurefitness.com. You can look at my Instagram highlights, absolutely filled with wins. But, you know, all that stuff is cheap. Let's actually look inside the Discord of the people just crushing it, right? You got wins on wins on wins, people just collecting, making more money than they've ever made, and most importantly, impacting people's lives. We have Ulysses here with a $22,000 day, which is absolutely awesome. You know, you can scroll at will. But guys, if this, you know, pertains to you, like, let's all jokes aside, if this pertains to you, right? If you work out 6 days a week, I mean, you're already in the gym 6 days a week. Why not start a business and get paid 6 figures a year? And that's exactly why I started Six Figure Fitness, to help people who were once in the same boat I was in, and once in the same boat as everybody in the community. You guys can actually click the link down below and go to Six Figure Fitness and apply to work with me one-on-one, face-to-face. And you know, the funniest thing, I don't sell courses. I do mentorships. I work with people one-on-one. You will not join my community without seeing my face.
So this video marks the truth about every defamatory term you've heard behind the name Vincent Fisher. No smokescreen, no mirrors, just real results. And if you made it to the end of this video, you're not like everybody else. You're not looking for entertainment, a quick dopamine fix. You're seeking real truth. And I want you to let this video serve you as a symbol of motivation of what's possible for you as well. Because they can take stuff out of context, they can crop it in weird ways, but my overall message is that I'm no different than you across this camera right now. And I want to actually thank you for taking the time to watch this video and see the real truth, because most people won't.